Darren Powell. I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas. I've been living back and forth from Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas for about the last 12 years. I've always came back to Dallas because there were more job opportunities for someone who was a convicted felon. And I currently live in Dallas. I'm single. I have 2 children. I have 2 boys, one 14, one is 1 year old. And that's about it. Yeah, I've been convicted of possession of a controlled substance in 2001, and I'm currently on probation now for the same thing. Well, basically I hope to accomplish full-time employment, definitely, if nothing else, full-time employment. But I mean, I have been writing down business ideas since I was a teenager. I probably have binders full of them. And of course I have the ones I consider the best ones, and then, you know, the secondary and the third. So just like the whole contest is just like a dream come true for me, because I'm just over prepared for it. So
what type of businesses would you like to own?
Well, I mean, I have a lot of like business ideas, but mainly I went to Job Corps when I was like 18 or 19, and I studied desktop publishing and graphic design, and I would really like to have like a kind of hip hop like car magazine for all of the South, but mainly for Texas. I would call it the Texas Takeover. And because I know I could do all of the graphic layouts myself, and it'd be a low overhead, and you know, people love to see themselves in a magazine. So, you know, by having local people in their cars, and you know, and getting paid by advertisers, I just think it'll be a good business idea. You know, my strength is I'm a very quick learner. Most of my background is in clerical work. I've always been good with computers. I worked for the government when I was like 19, doing that in the finance department, doing data entry. Computers just come natural to me. Although now I've went to trade school, and I was in college until this semester, studying video game design. But I'm a leader. Like I said, I'm a quick learner. I can follow instructions to the T. I have a very professional attitude. I know how to use my vocabulary in order to, I don't know, I just have a very professional attitude. I know what I need to do and what I don't need to do in like a work environment. And as far as my weaknesses, I don't know, I have a pretty like hungry mind. I like learning new things. So I think like repetitive stuff gets kind of boring to me real quickly. And I like working in like fast-paced areas, but I like learning everything. I want to learn everybody's job. So it's just, but in most companies that helps you get promoted really quickly. So it hasn't been a problem yet. So I don't know if that's a strength or a weakness. I really can't blame my environment or anything like that for my circumstances. But I think where I grew up at, like being smart and going to school wasn't cool. Not in my generation. I'm 34, so I'm a little older. But in my generation, it wasn't cool. Like the kids nowadays, it's cool to be smart. It's cool to be an individual thinker. But in my generation, it was more about gangs. You weren't cool if you weren't in a gang. You weren't cool unless you sold drugs and had the best cars and the best sneakers. And I just wish that I could have I would have known then what I know now about like being smart and being an individual thinker and not doing what everybody else was doing at the time, and life would have been a lot different. Full-time employment. Full-time employment, making a decent wage. That is my short-term goal. That's getting with a company that I can establish a career with, and not just, you know, because like I said, I'm 34 years old. I'm looking for the 401k and something to retire from and all of that. So I'm not just looking for another job. I'm looking for a career. A long-term goal would definitely be to own my own business one day. But, you know, I also have, you know, I also want to have a career with the company. But I don't think it's anything wrong with having your own business also. So I've always been just like full of ideas, and I always did the research on ideas. It would be great to put some of that into play, you know, as far as like for a long-term goal. Something that would help people, something that could possibly change the world. And like bring attention to, just because you're a convicted felon doesn't mean you don't have anything to offer. I mean, we have a lot to offer. We're individuals just like everybody else. What do I think I need the most? First, well, what do I think? I don't know everything that the Next Top CEO can provide, but I've heard about the things that you can win, and I would probably say a car and the money to start your own business, and just, I don't know, just a voice. People just want to be heard. Like, we exist. This is an ongoing problem that convicted felons can't get jobs. I mean, I've been convicted twice of selling drugs, but I mean, if you don't give people options, you know, people will starve, you know, and we have families and people to feed, so, because I can handle it. I've been a part owner of a company before, and it failed miserably. So at least I already know exactly what not to do. And just, I do the research on my ideas and, you know, my overhead, and I know what I'll be paying out, and I know about taxes, and I've worked for the federal building in the finance department. I've worked for JCPenney corporate in the finance department. I've done accounts payable. I've done a lot of aspects of having my own business. So I just think I'm more prepared than a lot of other people that have never even thought about having their own business. I've been playing in this for 20 years, and I'm only 34. So nothing. I just think that this is great. Whoever came up with this is great for us, and that's about it.